Alright, recorded a bunch of these today. Got one more in me, I think, because I'm gonna bully you. You've been rambling on for quite a while about the most trivial details, you know? Like the location of the murder, the order of the wounds, and what else was there? I would not call those trivial. Yes, something unimportant like where the crime happened? Please. Yeah, no. Fuck you. It just doesn't matter, you know? Because you see, none of that means anything, you know? This is a terrible testimony. Think about it. We've got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim. That's all that matters, you see. She'll even get a lighter sentence with her confession, you know? Sorry about that. Now then, if there are any other contradictions, be my guest. How can that be considered a testimony? There must be a contradiction somewhere.
That person. He's very important, isn't he? Mr. Edgeworth. It's all right. Let's just give up. Surely I must have killed her. I can even remember it.
Don't be tied down by your muddled memories. If you want to believe something, believe in your own innocence. Believe in the Yeah! Woo! They made the reference for me. Believe in the me who believes in the you.
But
my opponent is the pick chairman. Taking him down won't be easy. However, he has underestimated me. If I can take advantage of that.
this is case 4! What are we doing? There's an entire 5th case. What the hell? Couldn't possibly... This feels very climactic, you know? Our assistant lost her memory and has been accused of murder. It's happened inside one of our own, you know, the Justice Department. Miles has tossed away his badge and put it all on the line to save her. We're taking down the chairman. What the hell could possibly escalate this?
Let's press it. If these trivial details create contradictions in the case, we cannot call it the truth. It's fine, as long as the rest of the case makes sense, you know. Every case is gonna have a small contradiction or two, you see. But if we get bogged down by the details, we won't be able to arrest the criminal. Trials will go on forever, you see. You of all people should understand, you know. Yeah, he does raise kind of a small point. You know, there are details that, while missing or possibly contradictory, when you look at the bigger picture, are pretty trivial. And they are simply unresolved for the case. You know, because it's clear the person did it. In this case, however, it's not clear. I don't, that's why I'm asking you. Ah, young folks these days. Anyways, you were rambling on about stuff. Like location, yeah, these trivial things is all. The autopsy report and the questions about the conductor. Were you even listening? Talk is cheap, you know. I was listening, you see. But I didn't think much of it, you know. You don't think much of it, even after I brought up all those issues. Perhaps your judgment needs to be questioned rather than my ability to prosecute. That's a good one, Edgeworth. Listen to me laugh. Oh, it sounds so forced and fake, but it's truly how I laugh. That one definitely wasn't my laugh. I don't know where that came from. But you see, it just doesn't matter, you know, because none of that means anything, you know. How can you say it doesn't matter? Are you trying to suppress the truth? Well, you see, it simply doesn't matter as much as you say it does, you know. You see, Edgeworth, you're only saying it matters to avoid the real issue here. Think about it. We've got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim. It may be true she confessed, however that does not make it the truth. She is suffering from memory loss, so we must question the credibility of her testimony. What the fuck? That was a crazy objection. Even if you say that, you know, it won't solve anything. I am not against
that was crazy, like, sinister and good voice. Bravo! I approve of that voice as an interpretation. However, it is not my interpretation of the voice. I see him as a much deeper man. A deeper voiced man. Unlike Ray, who is completely wrong and you should be ashamed of yourselves, and anyone who disagrees with me is also wrong. Looking at you, raw. Anyways, even if you say that, you know, it won't solve everything. What good will it do? Like how...
Objection! What good will it do to deny her confession? Sounds like nonsense to me.
Like, yeah, okay, does that really suit this face? He's grabbing his beard, and it looks like he's trying to fight a smile and crying.
What good will it do to deny her confession? Sounds like nonsense to me.
I just... Again, I approve of that as an interpretation, but I prefer mine.
Want to try asking her again? I think she'll just say she's the murderer again, though.
Also, see, that one is so obviously sinister and evil, whereas mine... God, I hate tooting my own horn. Mine has a certain subtlety to it. Mine doesn't have to be a bad guy. That voice absolutely 100% belongs to a bad guy. Mine could just be... Fuck, mine could be a librarian.
So that's, how many books you wanted on the subject of the Appomattox Courthouse circa April 1864? I see. You're gonna have to have these returned for us in about 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
Like, mine doesn't have... Mine can be sinister, it doesn't have to be. That one has to be sinister. Again, I think that one's fine. That one's a perfectly fine voice. It would kill my throat doing it, but it's a perfectly fine voice. Unlike Shields, who's all wrong.
Very well, let's try asking her again one last time. I'd like to hear from Kay herself whether or not she is the culprit.
Huh? From me? Will that be alright? If this goes poorly, it will be quite unfavorable for you.
I do not mind, however. I shall ask Kay the question myself. I'm moved to tears, you know. Oh, how touching, you know. How very touching. Fine then, I'll let you ask her. However, I have one condition. If all this proves to be a waste of time. Then that will be the end of it. How's that sound?
The end of the hearing?
Yes, yes. It seems you can be smart once in a while, Sebastian. In other words, you see, if she confesses again, Kay Faraday will be found beyond a shadow of a doubt. Guilty. Yep, it's a fine idea. Guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt? Yeah, that's right. That's harsh, but either way, if I do nothing, she'll be declared guilty. Kay.
Yes?
I know what I'm asking of you is unreasonable, but please, I want you to answer me. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Do you remember anything? Anything that would prove your innocence?
Why? Why would you go that far for me? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to remember. Because I might have done something even worse. If that were the case, I would only make things worse for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay Faraday must have been a despicable criminal. Someone who betrayed your trust.
Don't worry. We only known each other for a short while, but I know you very well. Ooh! My jam! Excuse me. Just gonna boogie down for a bit. Come on, everybody, you know the moves. Yes, that's it. We're gonna get into the swing of it. Sebastian! It's the one thing you can do right.
Ooh, this is fun.
Yes, isn't it?
Those of you wondering, I am bobbing my head and wagging my fingers.
I'd even say you know better than anyone else, now that you've lost your memory. Oh, fuck me. You cannot possibly deny...
Oh, the pin, obviously.
You cannot possibly be the culprit because your true identity is the German Ninja!
If it weren't such a steep penalty.
The German Ninja!
Remember when I showed the wrong evidence to that guy in the last case? That was mean.
You have a connection with her. Oh, crap. No, you don't, I guess. Oh, well, my bad. You cannot possibly be the culprit because your true identity is not the German ninja. Yadagarasu. The great thief Yadagarasu. The Yadagarasu is a noble thief who would never stoop to murder. My God, he's dancing. Oh, wait, it stopped. I was about to say he's dancing so hard. He must be telling the truth. No one with that amount of groove in their step could be a liar.
No! It's useless! After all...
I do like that picture for whatever reason. I think that's a very well done image.
No matter what, that memory still remains. The image that's stuck in my head. I just can't get rid of it. That means I must have...
Hold it!
There's no clear evidence to prove that you're the culprit besides your own confession. Remember what I said. You must believe in yourself. Or perhaps you cannot trust my words?
No, that's not it. It's because you are trying to save someone like me. You've already lost so much. All for my sake. I can't bear it anymore. Please. Please just give up.
I see now. I thought it was strange. The reason you were acting like you wanted to be found guilty. You're an imposter! Rips off the mask. It's just Gumshoe. Oh, they found me out, sirs. It was because you were concerned about me. And that's just like you, Kay.
It's because you're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth.
Unfortunately, I may fall short of your expectations. I am not trying to be a good person. No matter how much you may want me to give up, I'll keep trying to save you. That is the nature of who I am. Whether or not it's a burden for you is none of my concern. Shut up and let me save you! Smacks her, grabs her, flies off into the sky. Well, damn, I didn't know he could do that. Can all our prosecutors just fly like that? Hey, believe... God damn it. Sorry, I was just reminded of the judge in all the other games. Prosecutor Edgeworth. You're quite gifted at flight, I see. Okay, believe in yourself once more. You're a noble, great thief. What you should be doubting is your memory of committing the murder. That is my wish above all else. Please. That's not a word I normally use, by the way. Okay.
What is it? Did you remember something?
If she remembers something now, it'd be like a bad movie.
Bull.
Bull?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please ask her to clarify.
Yes. Well, Kay, what do you mean by bull?
I remember now. The person in the red raincoat had that with her.
Oh, fuck me running.
The stuffed bull doll. I'm certain of it. Is that true, defendant? Yes, Your Honor. The court hereby accepts the defendant's statement as a new piece of testimony.
Quit messing around, Courtney. A testimony like that cannot be accepted, you know.
Your objection has been noted, sir. However, testimony about the victim's belongings
has been lacking up until now.
Objection.
I'll keep objectioning all I want. Nevertheless, you know, her vague memories cannot be trusted, you know.
Her memories are vague? That would be bad for us as well. Didn't you say this earlier yourself, Mr. Chairman? The goddess of the law, since we have the suspect's confession, we don't need to worry about the trivial details. If we decide to doubt her memories, then we must also doubt her confession, which is the main foundation of our case. Are you willing to do that, sir?
Sorry about that. You're right. Well, never mind then. I shall leave it to you.
Thank you very much.
We did it! It was touch and go there for a while, though. However, those words of Judge Courtney's just now... It almost feels as if she is on our side.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know anything about the stuffed animal?
The stuffed animal Kay spoke of must have been this. I was wondering why that was in our evidence. We found it in the storeroom. It is believed to be one of the items up for auction.
This is...
Do you know something about it, Justine?
No. It was just a bit different from what I imagined.
Indeed, it's certainly not what I would have expected the victim to be carrying. Why is it fast-forwarding so much? Let's examine every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay. It's got a mohawk. Nose ring. Nothing on the bum. Missing a left horn. There's probably something what's that? What could you be? Let's examine... We can't. Let's examine the horn. The right horn seems to be fine, but the entire balance feels a bit off.
This horn. It looks like you can move it.
What? Well, shit.
What was that buzzing sound?
It seems the toy is equipped with a recording device. Oh. Oh, fuck me! This really needs to be examined, like, right now. And the... Oh, this is the voice changer. Fuck it. These will just be my ordinary voice. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. Silence. Huh. I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time. Ah. Is this the moment of the murder?
Who could have recorded something like this?
I didn't think that was going to be what I was looking at. I thought it was going to be the white tag in the hair.
This is... There ain't no doubt about it. This here is what I heard. We cannot verify when these voices were recorded. It's also possible that they aren't related to the case at all. If only we had some video as well. That's hogwash. I'm telling you that right there is a conversation I heard.
Well, I mean, it was possible it was from the fucking president of Zhangfa's plane. I mean, that was also the scene of a murder.
The victim was holding on to it, right? I reckon it must have been recorded when she got attacked. That certainly is a possibility. However, your testimony alone is insufficient. I require something with a little more credibility.
Again, her words. It almost sounds as if she's trying to give me advice. Judge Courtney, there's no mistaking those voices were from the incident. Please recall the audio that was recorded by the stuffed animal. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. If we compare this part of the recording to a certain piece of evidence, we can prove it. The autopsy report, right? During the moment of the crime. It's either the it's gotta be the autopsy report. That's the picture with the fucking... Or is there a picture of the crime scene? Yeah, no, it's gotta be the autopsy report, because that's where it shows she has a burn on her hand.
The autopsy report? And exactly what part of the autopsy report shows that? But the part that obviously says the burn, like, really?
That was a completely unnecessary little addition. I remember clearly what the voice said. I mean, we all just heard it, so... We could also just play it again, You can't hide that burn from me. On the victim's hand, there was a burn mark. Indeed. It just happened to match up, you see. But what of it? Gee, I wonder if maybe she got that burn mark by holding a hand over a lighter or something. According to Kay's testimony, the victim had been holding the stuffed animal. And it just happened to record a characteristic of the victim, namely the burn.
That's just a coincidence. I mean, it could happen, right?
I do not think so. It is hard to believe that all of this is simply a coincidence.
Yeah, that's pushing it.
The voices on the stuffed animal were most likely recorded during the incident.
One of these voices must belong to the true culprit. From what we've heard, it must have been the one who was doing most of the talking.
But what's the point? In the end, we still can't tell their gender or identity, you know.
Whole voice-changing thing. Indeed, because they had used voice changes. It can't be helped.
It seems the situation has become quite clear. The conversation Miss Hart overheard was between the culprit and Miss Crane. That's what I've been telling you from the start?
And from this, we will understand a new fact.
Please enlighten us, then. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Chairman.
Do what you want. According to Miss Hart's testimony, just before the incident, 2 people came up from the auction hall using the lift. It must have been the conductor and one of the auction guests. They probably went out to settle a payment after winning a bid. And then it was there the crime was carried out. Since the auction continued after the crime took place, we are led to a single truth. This is the new fact we have arrived at.
Culprit is conductor, the culprit is Jill Crane, the victim was the conductor. Okay, so let's think about this. Based on this recording, the people were attacked. The victim is obviously Jill Crane, who was murdered there. That's natural. I don't think the culprit is Jill Crane. I don't think that makes enough sense. The victim was the conductor. The culprit was the conductor. I think... Well, the culprit is the conductor is kind of what we were affirming all along, wasn't it? Although they are asserting it was Kay. We and Francesca were asserting it was the conductor. So I'm gonna go with that one. Yes, okay.
Since the conductor was the only one who could keep the auction going, we can conclude that the deceased victim could not have been the conductor.
Justine?
Please be quiet here, okay? I like her. I've always said there was something about her I liked.
If the conductor was not the victim, then we must have the culprit. Then they must have been the culprit.
God damn it, you bitch. I've always hated you. Please wait. That alone is insufficient.
Of course, even I do not intend to rely upon the process of elimination. Certainly traces left at the crime scene led me to believe that the culprit is the conductor.
Well then, please show it to us.
What were the traces left at the crime scene that led me to deduce the culprit is the conductor?
This is the crime scene. This, perhaps?
Take that!
I guess not. I would have said yes, because the conductor might be able to open it. Well, whatever. Answer's no, don't feel like reading the dialogue that's yelling at me. I'll find this piece of evidence, and then the episode will be over. Evidence that it was the conductor. What's this? Was in the victim's possession. Maybe. Probably not, though. Oh, victim. Yeah, no. Not that. No. What were the traces left at the crime scene that lead me to deduce the culprit as the conductor? What on the lift? No. I really thought it would be the trunk, because the conductor is the one who, you know, would have the key to unlock it and all that. Culprit was the conductor. Maybe? I mean, Kay wouldn't want to hide the storeroom. But that's not left at the crime scene. I don't know. I have no idea. Traces left at the crime scene that lead me to deduce the culprit as the conductor.
that's infuriating that we can't tell. Photo taken after the crime, taken by Lotto, to the conductor, and another person entered the room. One of them started screaming. Wait. Maybe? No. If it's not the blood, then I don't know. And I don't know why it would be the blood either. No. Alright, you know the drill. Spoiler 3 walkthrough. I have no idea what it could possibly be. You say the culprit is a conductor. Can you present evidence? Yes. What are the traces left at the crime scene? Let me deduce the culprit is the conductor. Again, I would think because, you know, he could unlock this box, that the conductor would have access to such a thing. But apparently that's not the case. You know the drill. Spoiler-free walkthrough time. You're gonna see my, I really don't want to do a spoiler-free walkthrough, you know? I want to figure it out. That's the fun of this game. But I don't know. What were traces left at the crime scene that led me to deduce... But that doesn't work. There's no way it can be this. Worn by the victim. Yeah, that's not it. Put someone in a red raincoat. Yeah, as far... This can't be it. You know, nothing here really contradicts anything. This doesn't prove it's the conductor. It's just blood on the hand. Fuck it. We end the episode here, and I'm gonna look at a walkthrough.